Welcome back to Core Conversations. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of employee performance evaluations in the Philippines. It's a topic that can be tricky, right?
Absolutely. Getting it right is crucial for both employee morale and, company success. There are so many cultural nuances to consider.
Exactly. And what about the legal aspects? It's a minefield out there.
It is. Compliance is key, and that's where a lot of companies stumble.
So what are some of the biggest pitfalls companies fall into when evaluating their Filipino employees?
I think a lack of understanding of the local context is a major one.
Let's talk about those cultural nuances. What are some key cultural considerations when evaluating employees in the Philippines?
Well, the emphasis on pakikisama, or getting along, is huge. Sometimes direct feedback can be perceived negatively, even if it's constructive.
That's interesting. So how do you balance the need for honest feedback with the cultural sensitivity?
It's all about finding the right approach. Focusing on positive reinforcement and framing constructive criticism in a supportive way is key. And remember, context is everything.
So it's less about blunt feedback and more about a gentler, more collaborative approach?
Precisely. Think of it as a conversation, not a judgment.
Let's shift gears and talk about legal compliance. What are some of the key legal requirements companies need to be aware of?
The Labor Code of the Philippines is the main one. It outlines specific requirements for performance evaluations, including the need for clear criteria and a fair process.
Right. And what about things like documentation? How important is that?
Crucially important, everything needs to be properly documented to protect both the company and the employee. Think of it as your legal shield.
So meticulous record keeping is essential. No shortcuts allowed.
Absolutely. It's not just about compliance, it's about fairness and transparency.
Let's talk about practical strategies. What are some effective ways to conduct performance evaluations in the Philippines?
Regular check-ins are vital, not just one annual review. This allows for ongoing feedback and prevents surprises.
I see. So more of a continuous feedback loop rather than a single event.
Exactly. And using a combination of quantitative and qualitative data helps create a well-rounded picture of performance.
What about incorporating employee self-assessments?
That's a great idea. It encourages self-reflection and ownership of performance.
Let's address some of the challenges. What are some common challenges companies face when implementing effective performance evaluation systems?
Resistance to change is a big one. People are often comfortable with the status quo, even if it's not ideal.
Right. How do you overcome that resistance?
Clear communication and demonstrating the benefits of a new system are crucial. Show them how it will improve their work lives, not just the company's bottom line.
And what about ensuring consistency across different teams and departments?
That requires clear guidelines and training for managers. Everyone needs to be on the same page.
Let's talk about technology. How can technology help streamline the performance evaluation process?
Performance management software can automate many tasks, from scheduling reviews to collecting feedback and generating reports.
So it's all about efficiency and reducing administrative burden.
Exactly. It frees up managers to focus on more important things like coaching and mentoring their teams.
Are there any specific tools or platforms you'd recommend?
There are many options available, and the best choice will depend on the specific needs of the company. Research is key.
Letting ahead, what are some future trends in employee performance evaluation in the Philippines?
I think we'll see a greater emphasis on continuous feedback and development with a focus on employee growth and well-being.
So a more holistic approach, moving beyond just numbers?
Absolutely. It's about creating a culture of continuous improvement and supporting employees in reaching their full potential.
And what about the role of technology in shaping these trends?
Technology will play an increasingly important role in providing data-driven insights and automating tasks, allowing for more personalized and effective performance management.
Let's wrap up with some best practices. What are your top 3 recommendations for companies looking to improve their employee performance evaluation systems?
First, understand the local context. Second, ensure legal compliance. And third, embrace technology to streamline the process.
Excellent advice. Any final thoughts?
Remember, performance evaluations are not just about assessing past performance. They're about planning for the future and fostering growth.
That's a powerful point. It's about investing in your employees.
Precisely. It's an investment in the future of your company.
This has been a truly insightful discussion. Thank you for sharing your expertise.
My pleasure.
That was a great discussion. Thanks for listening to Core Conversations. For more information, visit onecoredevit.com.